Hello, it's Judith here. How mentally fit are you? Has anybody ever asked that question? And if they did, what would your answer be? My view is that we should put as much effort into managing our mental health as we know we should put into managing our physical health. So, what is the goal of managing our mental health? We know the goal for physical health. What's the goal for mental health? Again, in my view, I think it is being able to maintain as positive a mindset for as much time as possible as you can. And that means having ways of moving from a negative state into a more positive state. So in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about how our minds work, one of the well-known and respected models of how our minds work. Very simple, honestly. Then I'm going to give you some good news and some bad news, and then a few tips to help you with maintaining a positive mindset, managing your mental health. So, first of all, the way our minds work. Very simple. Our thoughts affect our feelings affect our behaviour, and in turn our behaviour affects our thoughts. So it's fairly easy to see that if you're thinking nice, happy, positive thoughts, then you will be feeling like that, and your behaviour will be whatever you do when you're happy or calm or whatever your positive mental state is. Your behaviour will be to have fun or to take care of yourself or to do lots of nice positive things. And that means your thoughts will get even more positive, so you'll feel even better and your behaviour will be better. So you've got an upward spiral going on. Now, if you're thinking negatively, then it becomes a downward spiral. So if you're thinking, oh, life is awful, I'm a dreadful person, this has happened, that has happened, why does it always happen to me? All of those sorts of thoughts that we all think at some time. Then you will feel pretty rubbish and your behaviour will be not helpful, not supportive. You won't be doing fun things or relaxing. You're being, I don't know, angry, sad, depressed, curled up in a corner, wishing the world would go away, whatever it is. And that, of course, then feeds into your thoughts. So your thoughts become more negative, your feelings get worse, your behaviour, etc., into that downward spiral. So the good and the bad news is that those thoughts are your thoughts. You are thinking them. They're not somebody else's. They haven't blown in through your ears by mistake. They're your thoughts. Now, they may not feel like your thoughts, and you may not think you can control them, because we all set up habits, patterns of thinking that we just repeat over and over and over again. And so it feels like we have no choice, but we do have a choice. So we can change those thoughts and therefore turn the cycle around from a downward one to an upward one. And the really good news is your mind is more powerful than you can possibly imagine. And so you can do this. We can all do it. So coming to some thoughts in how you can do this. I think first and foremost, something that we can all do is self-care. So you can pick the cycle up at any point. So if your behaviour is to take some time every day for yourself, to do the things that nurture you, that will automatically help your thoughts to improve. So thinking of the things that you can do on a daily basis to make yourself feel better by doing something for yourself is very important. And I say to clients all the time, you know, if you've got other people to care for and you're telling me you have no time, I'm going to tell you, you should be top of the priority list, because you can't care for other people if you're not in a good place. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, a more practical one, mental one, is a way of tackling worries and problems, because that is often what's going on. Certainly if we're sleeping badly and waking up in the middle of the night, things are going round and round and round in our head and they won't stop, and we just get caught up in the constant chatter in our heads. So if you've got a worry or a problem, there's a very simple set of questions you can ask yourself. First of all, can I do anything about it? If the answer to that is no, the advice is do something else. There is absolutely no point in worrying about something that you can't do anything about. If the answer is yes, then the next question is, can I do it now? And if the answer to that question is no, the advice is the same. Go off and do something else. I mean, maybe you want to do a little bit of planning or make a note or something, but then just let it go until the time has come when you can do something. And if the answer to can I do anything now is yes, well then go off and do it. Now, it's very simple, it's very easy. I think the thing that people most find difficulty with is how to just let it go and move on to something else. And that's the sort of thing that I can help with. And the last tip is, and a similar mental state probably, but it feels a bit like overwhelm. You know, when you've got all those things going on in your head, your to-do list is all sort of in a big muddle in your head and you just are worrying about everything. And you know, it's just all becoming too much. Again, a very practical tip. I'm very much of the prioritizing and planning view. So first of all, write the things down. That immediately helps because you get them out of your head onto a piece of paper so you can stop worrying about forgetting anything. And then literally do prioritize. What's the most important thing at the moment? And then be reasonable about what you can expect yourself to do. So the thing that I like to do and I find really helpful, as do clients, is I like to do it in the evening, to make a list of the things that I really want to get done tomorrow and believe that I have the time to do so. And the advice is never more than 3. And if they're really big jobs, maybe it's only 1. So that is the thing or the things that you are going to do tomorrow. Now, when tomorrow comes, you know exactly what you're going to do. You don't have to look at your list or think about any of the other stuff. This is today's task or tasks. If you get through 3 things and you've still got some time, well, go back to your list and pick another one and you will feel really good. If you get through the 3 tasks, then you've achieved what you set out to do and you will also feel good. And if something untoward happens and you're unable to complete your list, well, then you know why. And you can feel good that you did what you could and then had to divert to a higher priority activity. And to me, that helps me feel much more in control. The list may be long, the list may go through 2 pages of A4, but I'm going to take bite-sized lumps out of it. I'm going to tackle it bit by bit, knowing always I know what I've got to do and I know what the important things are. So I hope that's helped. As always, any comments, any questions, then just direct message me. And if I can help you in any way at all, please get in touch. And until the next video, take care of yourself as always, and goodbye. Bye.